Working with Excel ranges. In Excel, a range is a collection of two or more cells that you work with as a group rather than separately. This enables you to fill the range with values, move or copy the range, sort the range data, filter the range to show only certain values, insert and delete ranges, hide entire rows or columns, and merge two or more cells. You learn these and other range techniques in this chapter, and in later chapters you learn techniques such as formatting a range, applying a formula to a range, and building a chart from a range. Select a range. To work with a range in Excel, you must select the cells that you want to include in the range. After you select the range, you can fill it with data, move or copy it to another part of the worksheet, format the cells, delete the data, and so on. You can select a range as a rectangular group of cells, as a collection of individual cells, or as an entire row or column. Select a rectangular range. Position the cursor, it looks like a white cross, over the first cell you want to include in the range. Click and drag the cursor over the cells that you want to include in the range. Excel selects the cells. Release the mouse button to end the range selection. Select a range of individual cells. Click in the first cell that you want to include in the range. Hold down Ctrl and click in each of the other cells that you want to include in the range. Each time you click in a cell, Excel adds it to the range. Release Ctrl to end the range selection. Select an entire row. Position the cursor, it looks like a white cross, over the header of the row you want to select. The cursor form changes to a black arrow. Click the row header. Excel selects the entire row. To select multiple rows, click and drag across the row headers or hold down Ctrl and click each row header. Select an entire column. Position the cursor, all looks like a white cross, over the header of the column you want to select. The cursor form changes to a black arrow. Click the column header. Excel selects the entire column. To select multiple columns, click and drag across the column headers, or hold down Ctrl and click each column header. Fill a range with the same data. If you need to fill a range with the same data, you can save time by getting Excel to fill the range for you. The most common method for filling a range in this way is to use Excel's autofill feature, which makes it easy to fill a vertical or horizontal range with the same value. However, Excel also offers an alternative method that enables you to fill any selected range. See Select a Range earlier in this chapter to learn how to select a range of cells. Fill a vertical or horizontal range. In the first cell of the range you want to work with, enter the data you want to fill. Position the cursor, it looks like a white cross, over the bottom right corner of the cell. The cursor form changes to a black cross. Click and drag down the cursor to fill a vertical range or across to fill a horizontal range. Release the mouse button. Excel fills the range with the initial cell value. Fill a selected range. Select the range you want to fill. Type the text, number, or other data. Press Ctrl plus Enter. Excel fills the range with the value you typed. Fill a range with a series of values. If you need to fill a range with a series of values, you can save time by using Excel's autofill feature to create the series for you. Autofill can fill a series of numeric values such as 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on, a series of date values such as January 1st, 2011, January 2nd, 2011, and so on, or a series of alphanumeric values such as Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and so on. You can also create your own series with a custom step value, which determines the numeric. Autofill a series of numeric, date, or alphanumeric values. Click in the first cell and type the first value in the series. Click in an adjacent cell and type the second value in the series. Select the two cells. Position the cursor, it looks like a white cross, over the bottom right corner of the second cell. The cursor form changes to a black cross. Click and drag down to fill a vertical range or across to fill a horizontal range. As you drag through each cell, Excel displays the series value that it will add to the cell. Release the mouse button. Excel fills the range with a series that continues the pattern of the initial two cell values. Fill a custom series of values. Click in the first cell and type the first value in the series. Select the range you want to fill, including the initial value. Click the Home tab. Click Fill. Click Series. The Series dialog box appears. In the Type group, select the type of series you want to fill. In the Step Value text box, type the value you want to use. Click OK. Excel fills the range with the series you created. Move or copy a range. You can restructure or reorganize a worksheet by moving an existing range to a different part of the worksheet. For example, if you have two related ranges that are far apart on the worksheet, you can move one of them so that the ranges appear close to each other. You can also make a copy of a range, which is a useful technique if you require either a duplicate of the range elsewhere, or if you require a range that is similar to an existing range. Move a range. Select the range you want to move. Position the cursor over any outside border of the range. The cursor form changes to a white hand. Click and drag the range to the new location changes to. Excel displays an outline of the range. Excel displays the address of the new location. Release the mouse button. Excel moves the range to the new location. Copy a range. Select the range you want to copy. Press and hold Ctrl. Position the cursor over any outside border of the range. The cursor form changes to a white hand. Click and drag the range to the location where you want the copy to appear. Excel displays an outline of the range. Excel displays the address of the new location. Release the mouse button. Release Ctrl. Excel creates a copy of the range in the new location.